the most powerful people in the Congress, some of the most influential politicians, the language they use is the language of genocide. It is the language of dehumanization. Israel minister called all Palestinians beasts and animals. That is not the language of humanity. It is the language of genocide. You say they should be given hell. As the intellectual Jordan Peterson said, he literally tweeted to the Netanyahu, literally, give them hell. Them is who? Them is who? All Palestinians? We see the reality of their hatred. It's not about the truth and justice. It is frankly about a superiority complex. They literally believe they are better than everybody else. And therefore the life of Palestinians, the life of an Arab, the life of a Muslim, in their eyes is not the same as their own lives. But sisters and brothers, I want to conclude with a little window of hope. The tide is slowly changing. Slowly. The tide is changing for three reasons. Firstly, social media and the proliferation. Social media and the proliferation of videos and cell phone. And the immediate access that everybody can have to the truth. The fact that somebody can take a video, what is happening in Gaza, and post it to the YouTube, to Twitter, and immediately it is accessible. This is a game changer. Now it is impossible for anybody with a shred of humanity and an ounce of justice to think that this is a fair game between two equals. Not at all. That's why I am making a call to every one of you. Stand up with wisdom, stand up with tact, and preach the truth and educate. They cannot silence millions of voices, millions of images, millions of videos. That's what we need to do. Point. That's what we need to do. Point number one. Point number two, despite the fact that the almost all Western governments, even universities, corporations, companies, Hollywood pseudo-intellectuals, all pretty much many of them are supporting one side and completely against the Palestinian cause. Despite the fact that France, which has challenged freedom, it wants people to discredit the Quran. It wants people to make fun of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. France has banned protest. When it's come to the Palestine, Germany has banned protest. When it's come to the Palestine, England is thinking of criminalizing holding a Palestinian flag. Look at the irony of free speech. Where is the free speech? When our Prophet is being insulted, you told us to shut up and sit down. Let us do what we want to do. When we are clamoring of human rights, all of a sudden it is illegal in France, it is illegal in Germany, England. England is talking about it, and even in our own home countries, things are going back and forth. However, with all of that, I still say that never have we had so many public people and intellectuals and leaders and organizations speak on behalf of the truth. And point number three, one of the most important point I want to make here. We are Muslims are no longer a very small. We are still a minority in the world. But you cannot compare to how we were 40-50 years ago. Within a decade, Muslims are going to be more than any other faith, except Christianity in Canada, in Australia, and in England. Muslims are already the second largest demographic. After Christianity in France, Muslims are definitely the second largest demography. How then and why should any other group take charge of the narrative? When the demographics is changing, we have to tie our camel. We have to be involved in the media, involved in politics, involved in influencing others. Now, Muslim in all these land, we do have a protest force. If only we can came together, we actually mobilized the sad reality many of us live disconnected lives from our culture and land. Many of us are apolitical. Many of us don't want to get involved. But that's not how change occurs. Why is one narrative more than the other? Because one group of people influenced it. This is not a sinister. It is not a cable Illuminati theories. This is politics. Truth is on our side because they cannot cover up the truth. If any one of us stand up and speak the truth, so during these time of evil, during these time of chaos, I encourage every one of you to be brave, to educate, to put your trust in Allah and to be a beacon of hope and beacon of truth during these dark times. This is call of action. We cannot help our brothers and sisters physically over there. We cannot do so many reasons. So what we can do, sisters and brothers, there are two wars going on right now. There are war of bodies over there, and that's something we cannot do except make dua to Allah. But there is another war, a war of minds, a war of media, a war of perception, a war of influence. And I say bluntly and boldly, we have to be involved in the other war. The war that I am calling for is not a Sharia-based influence. This is not a radical jihad. What I am calling for is for us to stand up and be a part of the democratic process, be a part of the campaign, be a part of media influencing, be a part of public perception. This is the war that I am calling for, and we cannot be silent. This is our country in the end of the day, and enough is enough. I have a right and you have a right to petition, to demand, to elect people who serve our interest. I have a right that my money is spent not to build prison wall over there, but build school over here. Not to send bomb to kill over there, but to build better hospital to cure over here. Spread the word, spread the campaign, and slowly but surely we can bring about a mass empathy to simple realities. And every one of us need to be a foot soldier. Every one of us, because this is a long-term battle. It might take decades. We might not see victory today. But if every single one of us being influencing the people around us, inshallah, a change can be made, and we need allies. That is not a Muslim cause. This is not an Arab cause. This is human cause. It is true to state, even if you take religion out, even if you take ethnicity out, this is a human cause. We appeal to all the people of no faith. We appeal to Christians. See how Christians are being treated in that land. Muslims need to ally with them, take lessons from them, and join hand with Christian, Jewish people of no faith to clamor for a human right issue in this area. Muslim, the path ahead might be long. The path ahead might be full of some setbacks today as we speak. As we speak, Allah, what's going to happen to our brothers and sisters in? But the long-term war is not judged by one battle. We might lose a few battles. May Allah protect and may Allah forgive and may Allah bless. We might lose battle today, but the war in the long term is going to be won. The war of minds, the war of truth, the war of justice. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly says in the Quran that the truth shall always prevail over falsehood. And the truth has come, and batil has been vanquished, and the truth shall always destroy falsehood, inshallah. In our own lifetime, we will see the change of tide having completely gone. That is promise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah promise is never going to be vanquished.